Breaking news, the CDC has just revealed that 70 Americans a day are ending up in emergency rooms because of Ozempic and Wegovy. That's over 25,000 ER visits a year linked to these so-called miracle weight loss drugs. And what kind of side effects are we talking about? Not just queasy stomach. No, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, stomach paralysis, abdominal pain, pancreatitis, depression, suicidal thoughts, hearing loss, vision problems, dehydration, memory loss, allergic reactions, kidney complications, thyroid tumors, and even life-threatening bowel injuries. I realize I'm going a little longer than they do when they say this all quickly at the end of the ad. One woman lost teeth from vomiting so much. Another will never have a normal bowel movement again. People are suing, people are suffering, and yet the hype train rolls on. Now, look, I'm not here to scare off someone who's fighting for their life and has no other options. If your doctor tells you, take this drug or it's the coffin, well, by all means, weigh the risk. Just don't kid yourself. This isn't a health plan, it's a chemical shortcut with a mile-long warning label. So here's the question. Before you inject something with this many side effects, have you truly tried the basics? Have you cut out processed food? I know it's hard to do in America. Have you stopped drinking sugar? Have you gotten up and walked each day? Eaten actual fruit and vegetables, drank more water, turned off your phone, and slept 8 hours. These habits have zero known side effects unless feeling better counts. So, what's the bottom line? If you're willing to gamble your health and brain on a drug like this, why not bet on the one thing that's free and proven to work? Your own effort. Okay, I know that may come across a little harsh. Let me say, look, I relate to anyone who is on Ozempic or Wegovy or thinking about it. Confession, only about 4 months ago, I thought maybe I should try this. I've had a lot of friends who frankly look a lot better. Some of them have lost 80 pounds. And I was stepping on the scale and I was getting close to 200. Now I'm 5'11 and a half, so that's overweight for me. Not quite to the obese level, but hey, I was 218 at one point in my life. So I thought, you know what? It seems easy. Everyone's doing it. Why don't I try Wegovy or Ozempic or one of these drugs? And I was about to make a doctor's appointment, and I thought, let me just check, see what the side effects are. It doesn't seem like anyone's had any problems. So I just went to ChatGPT. Now I realize ChatGPT isn't perfect. It can hallucinate. But listen to this. Now, I talked about it in the commentary, but I'm thinking of taking either Ozempic or Wegovy to lose weight. Do you think this is a good idea? And what are the side effects of these drugs?
Using medications like Ozempic or Wegovy for weight loss can be effective, but it's important to consider the full picture. These drugs contain semaglutide, which can help control appetite and improve blood sugar levels. However, they can also come with side effects like nausea, diarrhea, constipation, and potential risk of pancreatitis or gallbladder issues. It's
Wow.
crucial to
So, does anyone ever die from this drug?
While serious complications are rare, there have been some reports of severe side effects from these medications. In extremely rare cases, serious complications like pancreatitis or gallbladder problems could potentially be life-threatening.
So,
However,
wait a second. What is pancreatitis? I don't even know what it is, but it sounds horrible.
pancreatitis is an inflammation of the pancreas, the organ that helps with digestion and blood sugar regulation. It can cause severe abdominal pain, nausea, vomiting, and fever. In serious cases, it can lead to complications or even become life-threatening. It's definitely something you want to avoid, which is why it's important to be closely monitored by a doctor if you're considering these medications.
Nausea, vomiting. I mean, it's easy to lose weight, I guess, if you're vomiting. How does the drug actually work? Does it reprogram my brain to want to eat broccoli? What is it actually doing?
These drugs work by mimicking a hormone called GLP-1, which is naturally released in your gut after you eat. This hormone helps regulate your blood sugar levels, slows down how quickly your stomach empties, and signals to your brain that you're full, which reduces your appetite. It doesn't reprogram your taste buds to crave broccoli, but it can make you feel satisfied with smaller portions and help you make healthier food choices more easily.
Now, I've heard this drug described as a great artificial solution to an artificial problem. Problem being that, in America, a lot of the industrialized world, people eat highly processed food all day long, lots of added sugar, sugar substitutes, processed carbohydrates, lots of salt, fat added. These foods naturally just make you want to eat more. That's how they're designed. Is that the real problem?
You're definitely onto something. The modern diet in many industrialized countries is packed with ultra processed foods that are engineered to be hyper palatable, making it easy to overeat and hard to stop. These foods often contain high levels of added sugars, unhealthy fats, and refined carbs, which can mess with your body's hunger signals and lead to weight gain. So, the artificial problem is largely the result of an environment that promotes unhealthy eating habits. Using a drug like this can help counteract those effects, but it's also important to address the root causes by focusing on a more natural, whole food based diet and healthier lifestyle
Well,
habits.
that doesn't sound fun or sexy. It's a lot more enjoyable to eat whatever I want and just get a quick little shot each day. Isn't that easier?
I get it. The idea of a quick fix is definitely appealing. And for some people, these medications can be a helpful tool to get on track. But it's worth remembering that sustainable health and well being usually come from a combination of factors, including diet, exercise, sleep, and stress management. Plus, relying solely on a medication might not address the underlying habits that led to weight gain in the first place. It's all about finding a balance that works for you and your long term goals.
Okay, thank you, ChatGPT. And let me stress, this is not a doctor. This is a large language learning model. So ChatGPT can make mistakes. I'm not a doctor. I have a degree in philosophy, so I'm not asking you to take my medical advice. What I'm an expert on is communication. And what I see here is the trouble is that as human beings, we want people to send us the message of, hey, eat chocolate cake and cookies all day long, drink Cokes, Diet Cokes, macchiatos from Starbucks all day long. And now just take this little shot and you'll be fine and look healthy and thin and sexy. We want to be lied to. And we live in market capitalism. The pharmaceutical industry has created a drug where there's demand. Doctors are in a tough situation. If a doctor tells you, hey, TJ, you're 30 pounds overweight, get off the couch, throw away your junk food, start eating a salad, start eating oatmeal for breakfast, that doctor knows that the average person is going to leave them bad reviews, complain about them, maybe file a lawsuit. So doctors have no incentive to tell you the truth. They have an incentive to write you a prescription and get you out of there because they only spend 15 minutes on average with a patient. They can't work with you for hours rebuilding your diet and rebuilding your daily habits. And that's the real problem here. So what did I do? I asked, as I mentioned to you, I'm being transparent. I thought about taking one of these drugs a little over 4 months ago, and I got scared, frankly, at listening to the side effects. And then I found out from what I just told it just makes you feel full. And I thought, well, what can I do to make myself feel full that won't give me stomach paralysis, suicidal thoughts, bowel injuries, hearing loss, et cetera, et cetera. So I did a little fix. I just decided I'm going to drink 2 large glasses of water before every meal. Guess what? It made me feel full. And I did lose weight. Now, I'm very happy to say I went from almost 200 pounds to 175 pounds as of this morning, May 1st, 2025, and which is pretty much what my weight was in junior high school in the 1970s. Yes, I'm that old. So does that mean it's going to work for you? No. Am I one of these lifestyle influencers say, hey, just do it like me and you'll be fine. No, I don't want you to follow my advice. What I do want you to do is use your critical thinking skills. Anytime someone recommends a pharmaceutical drug to you, hey, I take vaccines. I love antibiotics when needed. I'm not anti-pharmaceutical industry, but look at the side effects. If there's another way of solving the problem, try that first. That's all I'm suggesting. So this show on this channel now is about BS buster. The BS we get fed from the medical establishment and the pharmaceutical industry, and the BS we tell ourselves needs to be exposed. All of us generally need to eat healthier food. We can eliminate processed food, eliminate processed sugar, artificial sugars. The snacking, this idea that we all have to snack all day long, is an absurdity. Historically, it just never happened. We've gone from a world where people ate sugar, extremely rare situations, a pound or two a year, to more than 57 pounds a year on average in America. And maybe that's why we have an absolute epidemic of obesity and diabetes and people being overweight. It's not that human beings have been genetically, their DNA changed. Over the last 200,000 years, people were like this. Now everyone is just naturally 50 pounds heavier. No, there's nothing different about our DNA. We are putting more garbage in our mouth. We are moving a lot less. The average American walks only about 5,000 steps a day. I mean, I don't even know how you walk that few steps. If you got up to go to the kitchen and go to the bathroom, it seems like you would need to take more steps than that, but we're not. So that's really my recommendation: is listen to your doctor. By all means, if your doctor tells you go on Ozempic, go on Wegovy, it could save your life. By all means, listen to them, not me. But also listen to the side effects. Ask yourself, am I taking the easy way out? And I understand some people claim they've tried everything, can't lose weight. I would still challenge you to, are you drinking these shake meals and artificial processed diet meals, taking diet pills and all that? Are you eating actual real food? Maybe you are, but I want you to ask yourself that. I can tell you now, again, I don't want you to do what I do just because I say, but I switched my diet about 4 months ago. Now I eat a giant bowl of oatmeal every day. It's giant. And I put in chia seeds and all kinds of nuts and flaxseed and wheat germ and fresh raspberries and cinnamon and nutmeg. I don't put in any sugar. I don't put in any honey. I'm incredibly full every day. And again, I've lost almost 25 pounds. Am I selling you something? No, I got nothing to sell. That's really the problem here. You put something in a pill or an injectable drug, you can make billions of dollars. If you're trying to sell the idea that people should take responsibility for their own health by eating actual, real, unprocessed food, by exercising more, by turning off this thing and going to bed at 9 o'clock at night or 10 o'clock at night and turning this off 2 hours before and getting a good night's sleep, there's no money to be made in that. You can't package it, pill or a potion or a supplement. And that's just a flaw of capitalism, I guess. And capitalism is doing quite well with the Ozempics and Wegovys. And if it saves some people's lives, great for them. But I ask you, give some real thought to, are you actively seeking truth? Or are you asking people to BS you? Because that's what this channel's all about now, is trying to uncover BS, spotting people who are BSing us, and also spotting when we ourselves want to be lied to. I'm TJ Walker. Thanks for watching.